Hello and welcome to a new episode of Success Stories. Success Stories is that interview show where you meet students of Ekcel Academy sharing their experience how they cleared the CS exams. And joining me today is Sai Prashant. Hello, Sai Prashant.
Hi, sir.
So happy that you have joining us today in Success Stories. And first of all, congratulations on finishing Executive M1 and M2.
Yeah, pleasure is mine, sir.
Very good. So it's not easy to pass both the modules, and now you have done both the modules. Now you are a CS professional student. You can officially tell everyone. So how was the first reaction from parents and family?
Yeah, actually, my house almost got a mini earthquake. The moment I saw the results, I shouted like anything. Yeah, parents, everyone's happy, sir. Obvious, it's so obvious. Yeah, actually, I threw a party to a bunch of my friends, and some of them are asking treat. So I still have a list pending to give treat. That much how I'm happy.
Very good. So your treat is pending even for all the teachers at Ekcel. We'll come to Chennai.
I literally owe you a lot, sir. If you come to Chennai or when I visit Bangalore, I'll give you treats, sir. For sure.
Sure. Just kidding. So can you give us a little bit background, like where you're from, what you're doing, so that our audience has an idea?
Yeah, I'm basically based in Chennai, and I completed my graduation here in a prestigious college in Mylapore. So I did BCom. While doing BCom, I tried CA, but unfortunately, it didn't click for me, and I had a lot of distractions. To be honest, I wasn't on a proper track. While doing BCom, I did CA, and I also sat for placements. So I was double-minded whether to go for placements or whether to pursue CA. So basically, I lost a lot of focus. That's why I didn't clear. But I got placements also in two companies. Two companies selected me, but later I realized, okay, whether it's going to be a long-term or short-term goal. Because going to job straight up after graduation, I didn't feel that after a certain period of time in your life, your career won't be that prosperous, because just a BCom doesn't hold good in the long run. So I felt, and motivation to do CS came from that, because in CA, even though I failed, I got good marks in company law there. So I thought, okay, this law is working out for you. So, which is the course which has a lot of law. CS, okay, just saw the syllabus, felt that it's good. So I just first thought of self-study, and later I found Excel, and rest is history, sir. I cleared executive.
Very good. Actually, there's so many things for whoever is watching this to learn from whatever Prashant shared just now. First thing is, he went through different ups and downs. Now he has succeeded, and he shouted and he had a party. That is the news right now. But as he told, it is very hard when you fail and you don't know what to do. You're confused. You don't have focus. So everyone who's watching this, you may be in a similar situation, but please realize that with the right guidance, you too can clear. It is not like Sai Prashant is from some other generation and is doing something else. He's just a normal person like you and me, and he has shown that. And another thing I really liked is the clarity about short-term and long-term. Many students come to us and say, sir, really, should I do CS? There are so many years to study. What is the benefit? But benefit is always long-term. If you want to have a safe and great future in your career, you have to do a professional course. There is no other way about it. So coming back to Sai Prashant, so can you tell us a little bit about your study approach? Because you are writing both the modules and you need a lot of time to study. So how was your schedule from morning to night?
Yeah, before starting that, let me put up a disclaimer. Never ever follow my strategy, because I didn't do it systematically. Alok sir used to emphasize a lot on his videos. And please, Raksha ma'am has herself put a schedule separately. She has done a separate video for that on YouTube. Go and follow that. Never ever take me as an example in this. Sir, I used to study just 4 or 5 hours. Be right after my December attempt. I gave one attempt in December, module 1 alone. And I lost just by 19 marks. So aggregate wasn't sufficient. I passed individually in all subjects. But I was hoping to pass, so I was gradually waiting for results, and I was happily sleeping, sir, literally to say. And after that results came and I was shocked. I failed in that attempt. So what I did was most of my time were gone. I was just left with 3.5 months for to appear for both modules. I didn't plan to write module one once again. I was hoping to pass. So that 3.5 months, I literally worked very hard, sir. And that 3.5 months, out of the 3.5 3 months, I literally studied for. I didn't keep a track on hours, but I just woke up, ate, slept, studied, woke up, ate, slept, studied. I just repeated this circle, sir. And during my 8 days of examination, once again, I said don't follow this because I hardly slept for 2 to 3 hours a day. I had to, because we don't have gaps, right? Because in CA there is a gap of 1 day between each exam, but we don't have gaps. So I had to follow this rigorous schedule to pass. But if you have ample time, please utilize it in a proper way, because I didn't have time, so I have to do this.
Correct. No, but it's the end of the day, it is that hard work and dedication. So that is the point whoever is watching this should understand. Once you have a laser focus that you have to do well, you will, like you said, studying and your regular eating or sleeping, there's nothing else which you have done, and that is what has given the results. It's as simple as that. So now next main thing I want to ask is, see, you got 68 marks in SLCM, but I remember you telling that you're doubtful whether to pass or not. So tell us the story of SLCM.
Yeah, sir. Actually, I like stock market a lot. So when I came into this, I saw, okay, this subject is a little bit interesting, because if you take M2, SLCM, not M2, the whole syllabus of CS executive, everyone will say that company law is the most interesting subject. But I feel securities law is very underrated, sir. It is the most interesting subject. People say that it's a kind of most difficult subject of the course. They won't get marked there. But see, there are a lot of IPOs coming these days. So if you relate that IPO and study the ICDR regulations, it will be the most enjoyable subject, sir. Because see, that lock-in period and all I just related. They recently reduced the lock-in period from 36 months to 18 months, I guess. I thought that maybe after this Zomato issue only they reduced. So how they are thinking, I used to think in that way, sir. See, this company is doing like this. So in order to regulate this, SEBI has to step in. So I used to think in that manner. So I used to relate and study a lot SLCM. So
correct. Relating to the practical world is most important.
yes.
And so tell us a little bit more about FM, because in FM again you got 64 marks, and many people feel because of negative marking it is hard to score. So what was your strategy for FM?
Credit goes to Raksha ma'am, obviously, because she used to teach in a very simple manner, sir. All her videos were very simple, and she just follow Raksha ma'am's words, and you will surely get exemption from that. That's all I have to say. And actually, to be honest, strategic management helped a bit more, because in FM there is numericals, you might be unsure, but in SM, if you are sure and if you have thoroughly studied the material, then you can get easily 30 out of 40. So if you have scored 30 out of 40 in SM, then scoring 35 out of 60 is not at all difficult in FM, sir. So you can easily come up with an exemption. That's what I did. I attempted just 40 out of 60 in FM, I guess. And I attempted 70, that's all. Out of 70, I got 64.
Very good. So for everyone who's watching this, you may attempt just 70 or 60 or whatever, but making sure that you know what you attempt is very crucial in MCQ. Because we have negative marking, we have seen students attempting 100, which is very wrong. It is impossible for any student to know 100 in a MCQ paper. So attempt what you know. Yeah, you can take a chance, but in my suggestion, 10 questions chance you can take. Maximum 3-4 marks you're going to lose in the most. So good to know about that strategy. Now, next thing is a very common question students ask. Whatever students ask, we are asking you because you have cleared. Which book to study, sir? That is the main question they're going to ask. So what are the books you studied for the exam?
Sir, I studied IECSI and some other reference book too. I don't deny that, but most likely the book which gave me success was my own book. I made notes. So for SLCM and all, I made like 192 pages handwritten notes. I did, sir. like flowchart and all. I used to do that. So that's why I got more success in that subject, I believe, because your own notes is your best guide, sir. Because that notes only you can understand and you can interpret it perfectly. But you have to make notes. Making notes is the key to success. So study ICSI and highlight notes from it and copy it in a notes, so that while in the process of copying itself, something will go into your memory. 50 to 60% will get registered on that process itself. So the second or third time when you keep on revising, it gets revised cumulatively, so that before the exams you can easily brush things up from your own notes. Whereas if you have to study from the study material and day before the exam, it becomes a very big headache, sir.
Correct. Definitely, definitely. So now you told about notes, then you told about how you studied and all that. So little bit we want to ask you about the classes. So many feel that, oh, online classes, oh, it's not going to work out and all. But now you have taken it, you have cleared it. So first you tell about online classes. Second is, how was the classes?
Yeah, online classes are really good, sir, because see, in Tamil Nadu we do have some academy, but see, most of them are not that great, because online, the biggest advantage in online is online recorded, especially is you can learn in your own pace. Because I just had 3 months, so literally, sir, I'm sorry to say, because I used to watch all of your videos in 1.5x. You suggested not to watch them in 1.5x. But I watched it because I didn't have much time. So I watched everything in 1.5x. And
If you can understand, you can watch in 2x also. It's about the speed of understanding.
yeah, I was able to understand in 1.5x. So I watched everything. And yes, sir, the main advantage of online classes, you can learn at your own pace. So if a student who wants more time also can benefit from this, he can keep on. And our Ekcel Academy has this biggest option of playing the video n number of times as you want. Some other academies are giving credits and all and reducing the number of times the video can be played. But our Ekcel Academy has this option to watch n number of
Unlimited.
times.
Till you understand, you watch it.
Yeah, unlimited number of views. So that is one big advantage. So online class has this is the one biggest advantage I am having, sir. And also flexibility, sir. So in now, if you go to physical class, you have to go wake up early in the morning, catch train. I don't wake up early in the morning, sir. I am a late I am a night owl, to be honest.
Good.
I slept at 2:30 and I'll wake by 9 only. That's my schedule, my style of doing things. So my lifestyle, online class was the best option.
Correct.
Online recorded.
No,
It was
even I
really
used to, when I was studying, no, even I used to do like you sleep late and get up late.
yes, sir.
For some people, it used to work. So one of my very good friend, he used to get up at 4:30 and study. So we never could study together. That was the thing. So how were the classes like? What was the experience of the classes?
Yeah, sir. For subjects like especially SLCM and all, without online class and proper guidance, it's not even possible to understand a single word from the ICSI book, sir. Because it's very, very technical. SLGM in particular is very technical, and certain aspects of company law are again very technical. So you need a proper guidance in the form of classes, because see, end of the day, if you read and if you just keep on reading from the book ICDR, what is issue of capital, if you don't understand the meaning and again you're memorizing it, then no use of going to the exam also. You need guidance. And the initial stages, I thought, say, why should you purchase this online class? Because without that, I wouldn't be able to even understand a single word. Because it is required for certain subjects, not all subjects. For example, some subjects, if you take EBC and all, most of the curriculum will be covered in BCom or LLB, Contract Act, something, because EBCL is a mixture of many subjects and you can at least try to understand it in your own way. But SLGM and all, it's impossible.
Okay, very good. So now tell us a little bit about, now you studied about all the studies and classes and all of that. What were you doing in downtime, or how you used to relax, or were you only studying? Of course, last 1 month you'll be studying, I'm not telling about that, but generally in your entire journey, how would you relax?
Sir, actually, this don't watch web series, because web series takes away a lot of time. But I used to see movies. So movies means that 2.5 hours means that 2.5 hours is gone. Okay, that's fine. We'll forget about it in the next day and we'll continue our work. But this web series is very addictive, sir.
It is worse than drinking or cigarette, they say.
Because 10 hours will fly like anything. Yeah, but I used to watch movies and used to go. I have a lot of friends in the neighborhood, so I'm that typical old school kind of relaxer. So used to go out in the weekends and play street cricket, and I used to cycle a lot. So I used to take my cycle out and go on 50-kilometer rides, 60-kilometer rides. So I used to relax like that. But one thing, last 2 months I gave up everything because I didn't find time for them. As I said, that's my own
Yeah,
case.
that is completely fine. Great. So next we have a section where you have to answer in one word or maximum one sentence. Okay, shall I ask you?
Yeah, sure, sir.
So your favorite subject in module 1,
Company law,
favorite subject in module 2,
SLCM,
favorite subject in entire executive.
SLCM.
Very good. So what was the best part about the recorded classes?
Yeah, flexible and convenient.
Okay. Wow, what was your favorite time to study?
Late night,
Are you strong in theory or practical subjects?
obviously strong in theory.
Okay. Who was your biggest support in your journey to pass executive?
Yeah, there was my close friend. He is a CA student. Let me be little elaborate in this.
Please.
He's a CA student. We did CA, we did study CA together, and he passed first attempt in flying colors. He scored 529 out of 800, which is he just missed AR by a small margin. Because if he had scored 536, I guess he would have got some air rank in CA Inter. But then there is no need for me, no need for him to support me. But he used to stay there. He gave me a plan to study CS, even though both are different courses. He gave me a strategy to crack exam little bit. He used to call up me once in a week and say, are you going on right track? What are you doing right now? How much have you completed? He used to keep a track on that. That's why when I passed, I didn't even inform my parents first. I just called him first and told him that I have cleared, and then only I called my parents.
Okay, very good. Excellent. It's so good to have a friend who supports like that. Wonderful. So next is, do you first study the CS material or do you first watch the classes? What was your approach?
Simultaneously, the book will be open in the, if I'm facing the laptop, then the book will be in the side of me, and then I'll be watching the classes and I'll be highlighting it simultaneously. And after the class gets ended, I'll just make notes from the book.
Okay. What was your practice to revise every 2-3 days or revise after 1 month?
Not revising after 1 month won't work.
Correct.
You have to do cumulative revision. So I used to revise. I used to study from Monday to Friday, and entire Sunday I have to revise.
Okay. Did you write and practice answers or did you just memorize and directly went to exam?
To be honest, I didn't have time to write and practice. So I didn't vaguely memorize. So I had my notes, I used to see that, and had the scanners from Taxman. So I used to see a lot of previous year question and suggested answers. And I downloaded this material from ICSI too, suggested answers. I remember you putting a video on guideline answers. So I used to see that, and I just made up in my mind. So if you are writing like this, they'll give marks. So how to write in exam, how to present in exam, I just made up my mind, and I used to study. I didn't memorize and all that. Like directly, I didn't memorize and all. I just made sure that I understand the concept clearly, and I present it in the manner as prescribed in the guideline answers.
Okay, wonderful. So next we want to ask something because you have gone through lots of ups and downs as you were sharing. How did you bounce back each time you fell down?
Literally, I was down for the past 3 years, sir. This is the first bounce back. Like this success was long due because see most of the typical Indian relatives most of them will start questioning you. So to be honest, for the past 1 year after completing my graduation, I literally boycotted all the family gatherings, because everyone was asking, "What are you doing? Haven't you cleared it? Haven't you cleared it? You failed in CA, and now you have moved on to CS. Are you going to fail here also?" So there was a lot of negativity around me. So uh, you have to just ignore it, sir. That's the best way. Now, after I passed, everyone is calling me back. Hey, have you passed? Congrats, da, congrats, da. Everyone is telling, where were you when I failed? So just how to keep negativity away, and you should not worry about your current situation. That is my biggest takeaway. Because once you achieve success, those who spoke trash about you will come back to you.
Correct.
Because that has
Definitely.
happened for me.
No, it is for everyone, and for who is watching it. No, see, the whole idea of success stories is first to appreciate the students who have cleared it. Second is to make you realize that even you can do it. The person, whoever is the guest, is just like you. And like Sai Prashant has shared with us, he has gone through 3 years of struggles. It is not that he has got this overnight. It is a lot of hard work, lot of feeling down, lot of challenges. Of course, the friends have helped them, parents have helped, and coaching has helped, but it is the hard work which is most important. Without we working hard, nothing is going to help us. So everyone watching it, you too can do it. You too can definitely achieve it. But please be dedicated, have patience. You will get the results. So next thing, Prashant, we want to ask you is about if there is one thing or two things you want to tell students who are going to write executive, because now you finished executive, you're in a position to give suggestions about that. Especially I'm asking this question because we get lot of negative comments. ICSA correction is horrible, study material is bad, the CS course only don't have future, like all kinds of things we keep getting it. So in this background, can you please give some suggestions?
Yeah, I'll give suggestion, but not from the point of view that I have cleared executive, but from the point of view that I have failed once and then I have cleared executive.
Correct.
So I'll definitely give suggestions, sir. Please don't ever worry and get frustrated if you fail, or uh, no. Let's keep it. Don't dare call it fail, because the next time there is room for you to improve. Because even I failed, like in professional career, that was my third failure, because I failed twice in CA Inter and once in CS Executive. So three failures I have seen. So you have to make up your mind. So you have to see, you have definitely given efforts, but your efforts are not sufficient to cross the line. So you have to improve and first get the paper from RTI. Apply in RTI, it costs just 10 rupees, I guess, and get your paper. And I think Ekcel Academy has put up a lot of videos of toppers papers. So just see, compare it with the toppers paper. I just did it. Last attempt I scored just 40 in company law. This attempt I scored 56. I compared my paper with the toppers paper from Excel, and I saw I went wrong in presentation. So I came back. This is what you call controlling in strategic management. So going back and analyzing your mistakes, find out the deviation, take corrective action. I just
Correct.
did it. I did it. Never ever lose hope, and don't worry about people talking about you. They might come and say, but they'll obviously eventually they'll come back once you clear executive, once you clear professional. So just avoid them. That's all, sir. Nothing much. You should stay away from negativity, and you should work on yourself. That's more than enough. ICSA will obviously give marks if your answer matches with their guideline. So they don't see much on that aspect.
Very good. So the last thing is like about the coaching and how your experience was. What do you think you would have missed out if you had not joined for Excel classes? First part. Second part is, would you suggest it to other students?
I'll definitely recommend it to a student, and it'll be more beneficial for students who are not full-time students like me. Students who are doing their graduation, for them, if they have to go to the college in the morning or evening, they can flexibly do this. So I'll definitely recommend this.
Okay. Now, what do you think you would have missed out if you had not joined Excel?
Yeah, I would have missed out. If I have to say it particularly, I would have missed out two exemptions.
Correct. Nice. Good. Short way you have told it well, because you have got 68 in SLCM and 64 in FM. Definitely not easy. So it's definitely hard work plus coaching, mentoring, everything together. It is no one reason cannot be for any success. Great. So that was Sai Prashant who shared his story. So we can say that he failed, and then passed. So had a lot of struggles, and like he was telling, confused about going for the job or to study, then had a tough time with CA, then again in CS faced the issues, and biggest problem with relatives and the surrounding circle telling, and he did a great job by missing all the family functions and finally cleared the executive. So for everyone else who's watching this, you too can be on the success story by following the tips which our guest Sai Prashant has told today. So please do like this video and share this story. It is not just for you, it is for everybody else who's doing CS. Our whole intention is just one goal, to motivate everyone that you too can definitely pass the CS exams. So please do share his story. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel. You can watch more such stories. Apart from that, classes, tips, and everything to help you become a company secretary. So that was Ekcel Academy's success story. I am CS Alok. And thank you, Prashant, for coming today.
Thank you, sir. Pleasure is mine.
Thank you. So I will see you in the next success story. And for Prashant, you will come back after passing the professional.
Hoping so, sir.
Definitely. Thank you very much and all the best to you.